Hello everyone, Tony here bringing you an Armed Dragon Thunder deck profile. I was trying to hold this video off until the ban list drops. Normally it drops like the first or second of the month going into the new format. However, I have no idea what Konami's doing. And I kind of don't want to stall too much content here. I'm only putting one video out a week as it is already. So for the people that have stood around and watched my first video with the dual avatar deck, thank you. It's almost at 100 views right now. Second deck, second video anyway, didn't do too well. But you know, growing pains, so I'm not too worried about it. Now, today I'm gonna bring you my Armed Dragon Thunder deck. Granted, there's not really a lot of ways to play this deck. I've seen Armed Dragon Thunder with Dragon Link. I've seen just purebred Armed Dragon Thunder, and that's kind of what I'm going for here. It's a fun deck. You know, I don't think it's like competitive in like the idea that it can compete with stuff like Shaddoll or anything like that because it's a really fragile deck. Ash Blossom kind of hurts his deck a lot. That's why we have to play certain cards in this deck to hopefully counter that. There's other cards I kind of want to squeeze in here, but for now, this is the build I'm going with. So let's get into it. The first card is obviously the Armed Dragon. Well, the first cards anyway, the Armed Dragon package. Level 3, level 5, level 7. I play 10 and then 10 whites. Now, you know, in case you don't know what they do, level 3 goes into 5, 5 goes into 7, 7 goes into 10. Now, level 3, 5, and 7 all have the effects of if they're used to pay for the cost of a dragon monster, they get a bonus effect. Level 3 draws you a card. Level 5 searches for a wind monster. Level 7 searches for any armed dragon card in your deck. Level 10 gets the ability that during your opponent's turn, he can blow up a card in the field by discarding a card from your hand. Now, level 10 has a cumulative abilities. So at 1 attack point, his name is Armed Dragon level 10. At 10 attack points, your opponent can't take this monster, so no crackdown. At 1,000, he can't be destroyed by battle. At 100 he can't be destroyed by battle. But at 1,000, he gets the effect to blow up an opponent's card on their turn, and he gains 1,000 attack. And at 10,000, he can just blow up the field once per turn. So it's pretty fun. I haven't gotten the last effect yet. I've just really abused the ability to blow up stuff on your opponent's turn. The other card here that's kind of a heavy hitter is Armed Dragon level 10 white. When he's special summon, you can search for a white veil. When he attacks, he blows up one card in the field. So he's okay. You know, really good beat stick. And while he's on the field, you take no effect damage. So if your opponent destroys your white veil, you don't lose any life points. If your opponent is playing Chainburn or whatever the hell, although I don't think Chainburn is currently being played, he will make sure that you are a-okay. So the next card that we're focusing on when it comes to bringing these out is Artillery Catapult Turtle. You tribute one monster. You can special summon one Gaia Night monster, which you're not doing, or one level 5 dragon monster from your hand or deck. So you either open Armed Dragon level 3 or this guy, and it gets you into your whole deck function, right? Like you can go right into going into Armed Dragon level 10. So it's a really good card to have for this deck. I really like what it brings to the table, and it doesn't take a lot of space to keep your deck consistent. Let me move these to the side. Alright, so 3 Artillery Catapult Turtles. Next, we are playing 3 Lightning Dragon Ruler of the Drafts and 1 Tempest Dragon Ruler of Storm. So really, I'm only playing this at 3 because if you open with this and you discard to special summon this guy, that like any armed dragon monster level 3, 5, or 7 will get their effect off of this, and it can go into bigger plays. Right, so there's a lot of searching in this deck. So like Ash Blossom can hurt this deck in some aspects, but other aspects, like the one Ash Blossom being burned, can provide a almost a stable like turn because they can't Ash Blossom again, right? So you can either use his effect and discard himself with another dragon to search for a dragon and then get that going, or if you don't draw him and you draw one of these, then they can bring him out and it lets you go into maybe early links. You might want to go into a Heretic Seal, or you know, just whatever. It's a nice filter. It fits in with the deck. They're wind dragon type, so you're not losing out on anything, right? And the extra lightning dragon ruler that drops can be used as fodder to go up into the armed dragon levels. Let me adjust this briefly, and then you know it just keeps the deck going. So I really like playing those 3 Ash Blossoms because it's a hand trap meta, and Ash Blossom is awesome. She stops stuff like reinforcements to the army or anything that would really dig into the deck. Um, Ash Blossom is great. So if you can have room for 3, play 3. I'm also playing 3 Gammas and 1 Driver. Really, it's just like if I get Ash Blossom playing like Arm Dragon, like it was Arm Dragon Flash or Terraforming, then it's a free synchro. Other than that, if you draw him, you can use him for level up fodder. If you draw these too late, level up fodder. So you're not really losing a lot whether you use these or not. And of course, this is one of the best hand traps in the game. So, free filter, free synchro potentially. It's really good. So now we're going to go into the spell cards. So I played 3 pot of Extravagance. The extra deck is not important to this deck at all, really. Very few monsters I use in there when I do use them. So, like going first and having this is just awesome. Just keep in mind that if you play this, you cannot draw off of Armed Dragon level 3 for the rest of the turn. So use that sparingly. 3 Armed Dragon Flash. This is another way of getting getting into your deck, where your Armed Dragon 3 can just progress to 10. Like, this deck has so many ways of getting your main monster route to go into thing. So what this does is you special summon Armed Dragon level 3 from your deck in defense mode. So you can use it for link fodder. You can use it to exceed. I do play a Leviair. This card is super flexible. This is why you see like Armed Dragon Link, because now you have quick launch and this to like go into your LPs, to go into your Striker Dragons and stuff. So they have an emergency teleport from the deck, which is great. 2 Armed Dragon Lightnings. This card is awesome. It has built-in protection, and if your Armed Dragon monster would be destroyed by a card effect, you can send it to the graveyard instead. It has the ability to give you some recursion, so you have an Armed Dragon on the field, you target that monster, and you can apply one of the 2 effects. Either you take a monster from your graveyard and give them attack equal to the monster you're targeting, or you can add that target to your hand, provided that level is equal to or less than the target monster. So make sure you have ammo for Armed Dragon level 10, or maybe it'll give you an extra card so you can get into Armed Dragon level 10. Right? It has a lot of good uses. I kind of want to play 3, but I feel like 2 is doing me justice right now because of this card. I play 2 Mound of the Bound Creator. This helps protect your Armed Dragon level 10, White, and Armed Dragon Thunder level 10. So while this card's on the field, they can't be targeted by card effects, nor can they be destroyed by card effects. So it's a nice little way of protecting them along with Armed Dragon Lightning. Terraforming searches for the field card. I would play 3 fields, but I feel like that's overkill. I'd rather just do 2 into 1. Monster Reborn, because you could just revive level 7, go right into level 10. White Veil, because Armed Dragon level 10 White could search this, and being able to destroy back row is always a good thing. When your monster attacks with this attached to it, they can't respond to that attack with spells and traps, so you attach this to a level 10 with and like an Armed Dragon Lightning, and you're protected, And the last card I do play, 1 Pot of Avarice. So this is kind of to help my deck like restore some of its power when the game drags on a little too long. It may let me go into Armed Dragon level 10 one more time. I just like playing it, right? Like being able to get your monsters back into your deck, being able to draw additional cards. You can't play it on the turn you play Pot of Extravagance, but it's a really good mid to late game card. So I do play 1 of those. To the extra deck, playing the Nightmare monsters, like kind of just throwing like some filler in here. Sometimes I'll use, some of them, like mainly Phoenix. I don't really ever go for Unicorn, but they're always good to have in case of anything. I also play Heretic Seal and 1 LP. It is very possible to get like Seal off. LP is just kind of in here. That's really it. Like, I just need a Pot of Extravagance targets. 1 Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Draco Berserker of the Tinny, Red Dragon Archfiend, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend anyway, Psyframe Overlord, and Warlord Savage Dragon. Of these synchros, the only one I probably really go for are these two. Situations may apply where I actually could use these two, but again, I just needed extravagance targets. And then the Exceeds. Leviair, which is probably the only one that I have used so far, very rarely. I did have to summon an Ash Blossom to get it out, but it's always fun because it lets me go into Zeus. And then the other three is Time, Thief Redoer, Dark Arm Dragon, well, the Dragon of Annihilation, and then Red Eyes, Exceed Monster. These like really don't have a place in this deck. Like I said, I just need extravagance targets, but you know, you never know. Maybe you can go into this with level 7 and Tempest. This is doable in the same way. I'm not sure. You need like 2 artilleries to bring that out, but you know, they're there really just for extravagance. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. This is a very, very power enforcing deck where you have a big monster in the field with a strong effect. So, and then once they come out, you want to protect them at all costs. So that's the thing with this deck. It's really easy to shut down, but it's very fun to play. Book of Moon kind of turns off your plays if someone's playing Book of Moon. Ash Blossom hurts you as well. But yeah, like I highly advise you to pick up these cards if you're able to. They're very inexpensive. The most expensive card in the main deck anyway is Pot of Extravagance. Zeus is not needed. He's just in there because if I do bring out Leviair or whatever Exceed, then he's usable in that fashion. And it just provides me an alternate win con, right? So, yeah, like the main thing is summon level 10, summon level 10 white, and then just go to town on your opponent. And then every time they want to try and set up a combo or whatever, you just shut them off with Arm Dragon Thunder level 10 and hope for the best from there, right? So, thank you for watching this video. Like I said, I was trying to hold off until this ban list, but Konami's playing games, so I wanted to give you guys something. I am almost done tweaking my Dark Magician deck, so I will be sharing that next. And then I'm in the air about playing Adamantipator in a Chaos Link deck. So, I don't know, maybe you guys can give me an idea of which one to pick between those two, and then I'll build that. But I want to thank you guys for watching my video. If you like what you saw, like and subscribe. If you don't like what you saw, just let me know why. You know, even if you don't like the video, I encourage you to leave a dislike. Just tell me why you leave the dislike. You know, like, I want to improve, right? With that being said, thank you again for watching. You guys have a great one.